Mr. Client, tell me, what is intent? Let's dictionary intent. Intention or purpose? What's the intent behind this word? Sometimes less is more. The way we fire up Google ad campaigns is we restrict Google's ability to spend our money on a wide range of key terms. Normally, 99% of the campaigns that I see are essentially, here, Mr. Google, we want all the things. People light up. What do you mean? I can show up for all of these key terms? And the first thing they do is load up a list of 50, 100 key terms. I want to show up for this, and I want to show up for that, and I want to show up for this. But our daily budget might only be $50, $100, $1,000, whatever it is. So wouldn't you want that money to go to keywords that have a higher buying intent? A good example is this very young campaign. There's not enough data to make any kind of big decisions, but my gut already, I've seen my fair share of these campaigns. So it's in the graffiti removal space, and one of the key terms is graffiti remover. I have terrible England. Graffiti remover. Now, I can see a whole bunch of competitors currently running Google ads. These are pretty shit ads, because I know that they're shit because when you click on them, you don't get to a landing page, you get to a service page or a home page, which makes it hard to track attribution and things like that. There's no favicon. I don't know if they're verified or anything like that. Anyway, beside the point, I also know that they're shit because Google is actually showing me the products. So graffiti remover product. So the paste or the spray or the stripper or the eco-safe, whatever, right? Everywhere around the ad space are products. The spray from Bunnings, Eco Concepts, graffiti remover. So it's basically the thing that is used to remove the thing, right? The thing with the thing. But I can see 4 advertisers which are clearly providing the service, burning their cash on these key terms. Now, not to say that there aren't leads, not to say that these ads aren't generating leads. It's just that if I only have a limited budget, and a lot of the time there's always a limited budget, right? At the end of the day, we want to heighten the chance of a conversion. So we want to basically, less is more. So all of our campaigns are extremely tight with the highest intent key term is the first keyword that we run. So for example, in this case, it's just graffiti removal. Nothing before, nothing after. Or graffiti removal service, graffiti removal Sydney, right? What's the intent behind that key term is, why would someone search for graffiti removal Sydney if they're just looking for the spray that they know that they can buy online or they can go to a local Bunnings? So the intent is, hey, I would like someone to come out and remove graffiti, and I'm located in Sydney, so I'm looking for specialists in Sydney. So that's what I mean by intent. And every single campaign that we ever fire up, normally, not so much these days because we're quite firm in the way we do it, but it's always, we get this big list of key terms. These are all the key terms that we want to show up for. Wrong. It's the other way around. Let's do the other, flip it on its head. The less keywords with the high intent are the ones that we should put the most budget into. So sometimes it's just one term or 2 terms or 3 terms. That's it. So far, 11 clicks, 2 calls already. Call quality was quite good. 2 quotes sent out. Look, it's so early in the campaign to really make any judgments. But I'm seeing not a single click went to a useless key term. Thank you to our 5,000 negative keywords that we have in this campaign. The negative keyword is essentially telling Google, we do not want this keyword. Nothing to do with jobs, nothing to do with careers, nothing to do with tools, how to, tips, tricks, pricing, this, that. We only want the keyword with the higher chance of buying intent. And that's how we get our cost per lead, cost per conversion down, but the cost per click up. So a lot of business owners, a lot of people that are running these Google ads and be like, wow, that cost of click is extremely expensive. We were getting 50 cents a click. Now, if you were getting 50 cents a click, why are you contacting me? Why am I running a Google ad? How many thousands did you burn? And what, you received lots of clicks, you received lots of impressions, you received lots of visitors. Sweet. What did that, at the end of the month, at the end of the 6 months, what did that equate to in terms of revenue, in terms of new businesses gained? Forget about cost per click when your money's being spent on a useful key term. So would you prefer 50 clicks at 50 cents for free graffiti removal? Lots of traffic. You might even get an inquiry. Or I'd rather, what's that, 50, like whatever the equivalent of that, 50, $20 per click or $10 a click, but one click, and we need 3 clicks, or in this case, every 5 clicks was an inquiry, right? So we're sitting at $50 a lead at the moment. Super early on. I generally say it takes 3 to 4 months for the Google Ads algorithm to really stabilize as we adjust the landing page, as we adjust the copy, the ad copy, as we create new ad groups based on what people are actually searching. Because after you run the ad, you can see what the actual search terms were. You can see which keywords are performing better. So what we do, we readjust allocation of budgets, we recreate ad groups and things like that. We take away keywords, we add new keywords, we discover new keywords. This is why managing a Google ad campaign, especially in the first 6 months, is quite a lot of work. In fact, it actually never ends. There's always homework to do in any kind of Google ad account. God, yeah, and to think people are still using Google AdWords Express, which is the easy mode. Should you use it? Yes, absolutely, because you learn a lot. You learn a lot about the terminologies of this. You learn a lot about what kind of keywords are getting searched. Big learning curve. And hopefully it brings you the leads that you need, just not in any major city on any somewhat competitive key term. Yeah, this is awesome. I love this. Every single campaign comes with this excitement and a discovery of what works, what doesn't, and we're forever evolving. We learn new things, and then we go back and we re-implement those things to current older campaigns, and we essentially A/B test to track results.